Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Up.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 71 yards. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays
next time,
a 6-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
What you gotta do, bro?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Shark's got it left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DJ
Listen, bro, that's it. It's
touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught by Moss for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Fast footwork by Sanders. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Over!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Gray. Now
I gotta put my starters in.
loose football. The ball comes out. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now it's Hines. He's got the 1st down and more past the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a 1st down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Hines, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the 1st half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Damn, bro. I ain't got Air Reed in the game. Hell nah. I got all my starters out. Because I was training on nigga. Damn.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude.
Chilling, bro. They was over there
but
chilling.
I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Allen off the play fake. They will find Winslow on the left side, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away to his left. Airing one out for... It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden,
that was some bullshit.
Synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think,
that should be a pick, bro.
I
ain't talking about the catch. It should be a pick.
He always talked about, especially when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
Whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it.
But
boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest.
You got a fucking 3-7 record and about to make the playoffs. Shut your shitty ass up.
Scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Who I beat, Chef? Who did I beat? I didn't play nobody, dummy. Shut the fuck up, stupid.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what...
Change things. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. You got double up. Double up.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. That is caught by Moss. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the silver and black continue to roll.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
They're going to look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
And in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Gone, 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 gone.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 22. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Allen now on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders are pouring it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
It's okay. I'm okay with that, too.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down.
Here's Hines. So we've reached, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Following the fumble recovery, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They run with Hines. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
He never made the playoffs the last season, bro. That was his first time ever making the playoffs.
They run again with Hines. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Lucky 56.
On first down, Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gone. Detroit.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to and got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this is incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And here's Allen throwing again. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And again, it's Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Broncos on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders have recovered. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a run with Mixon. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Broken tackle. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Green 39! Green 39! Hey, alert 48. Hey, go Mike to 48 right now. Let's go. Gun!
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He don't know I should on his own.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
48 to Mike. Watch the screen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Over.
Check the backer. Here we go, check him look. Check the call.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check 48 to Mike. Check 48.
Detroit!
Guys, let's get off the field.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Over.
48 to Mike. 48.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
They'll run forward with Hines. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of your lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Green 39.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Motion. Reset. Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go. 5-0.
Now it's the backup Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. This will be caught at about the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Oh, look at this play call. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Take motion.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's great. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And incomplete here on 3rd down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. But Charles, the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.
I feel like going to city niggas in